Joey, listen, obviously it's good for us to be back here with you, but what about for you, the idea of having people here? Like you're a social dude, right?
Yeah,
you know?
Super social.
And it's got to be. Let me not load it. Just what's it like for you to be back playing in front of some sort of people?
It's nice. Last year got pretty tough to find that motivation in a silent crowd, silent stadium, and having that beautiful new stadium completely empty was kind of boring after a while. I liked it for a few games, kind of relaxing, get to focus on the game, focus on myself, but after those few games, it got boring.
Well, you do like a sack, and you do a sack dance, and usually that's to bring people up, right? And then you're like, wait, there's
like
nobody
crickets,
here.
Fake crowd noise.
It's got to be like an actor with a movie where you crack a funny line, and then nobody laughs. You're like, wait, was that funny or was that not funny?
Exactly.
Okay, what about the change in coaching staff, which brings a change in defensive philosophy? It's early on, but what are your thoughts on how you fit with what Brandon Staley wants to do?
Yeah, it's been great. He's been very clear with what he wants me, how he sees me impacting the team, and how I fit into this defense. I think he's doing a great job. He's a really smart guy, offensive and defensive side of the ball. He's very knowledgeable. I think all the guys have bought into what he's teaching, what he's selling. Or he's not selling, but what he brings. And, yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's a different challenge for me going into year 6, learn some new things about a defense and having to have a little more responsibilities, get to stand up here and there. So it's been fun. I've been enjoying it.
You like standing up and getting into coverage? Because, your job has primarily been go kill the quarterback, or go kill the running back.
Yeah, I'd prefer that, definitely.
Okay, when he joins us later, do you want us to talk to him? Like, listen, Joey just wants to kill the quarterback.
Yeah, I think he understands that already, but yeah, it's all part of the defense. I have to play my role, and if dropping into coverage 4 or 5 times a game makes us a better team, then I'm definitely willing to do it, and maybe I can catch a pick. That'll be fun. A little different.
To a layman out there who says, like, all right, they get Derwin James back, like he's a versatile guy, but I've read your comments. I've talked to guys in the front office. They've all talked about how important you and he are to this defense. What does having Derwin back mean for what you guys do?
Yeah, we've missed him a lot, 2 years in a row. He's one of the best players on the team, one of the best players at his position in the entire league, in my opinion. And just his energy, his morale when he's out here is unmatched, and also his skill and ability is unmatched. So he's just a total freak out there. I love watching him fly around, hit people every day. He never takes a day off. So he's a huge part of this team, and we've missed him a lot.
You're pretty good at giving your honest opinion, so I need your honest opinion. When you first knew that Justin was going to be your future quarterback, what were your thoughts, right? Because not everybody was sold on him draft time. What were your thoughts before you met him and interacted with him?
Yeah, I answered this yesterday, and I honestly had no idea. Didn't watch a second of his film. Didn't know anything about him, but he had the physical attributes. And, everybody would ask me, what do you think of Herbert? What do you think of Herbert? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe he'll be amazing. And that was my answer. And it turns out he's pretty amazing. So I guessed right. Usually I'm pretty off on these things, but he's a great player, and I really loved watching him last year. He amazed me many times last year.
You guys have like a couple of just freaks, right?
Yeah.
Look, you got several parts of offense that are freaks, but Justin is a guy that just jumps out. We've been coming here. This is our 4th year, and I've been a Charger fan forever. And look, Phillip did some things just creatively with his mind, but the throws that this guy makes.
Yeah.
Does it raise the level? Do you guys? What is it like to have a guy who has that sort of arm weaponry to go against on a daily basis?
Yeah, it's just great to be able to trust your guy at the quarterback position. Phil was amazing, but you get him running, it's a little tough day for him. But he's a Hall of Famer. He was unbelievable. But watching Herbie run around and the way he can make plays with his feet, he burnt me today on his own read. Yeah, he's amazing. The throws, he was throwing the ball a little too hard at the beginning of last year, but he's got his touchdown, and you see him rolling out, making these back foot throws across his body. They're unbelievable.
What about for you personally? Look, 7.5 sacks last year. Of course, was shortened by the concussion. You've had a nick of something that has kept you out a game or two here or there. You've got the contract. You have the respect. How motivated are you though, to have one of those signature years, right? To one of those like where statistically you get the respect that equals out to how people talk about you as a player?
I think I've done that. I mean, I think of the years when I'm out there playing, I think I've performed up to my standards. Obviously, I think I can get better every single year. I'm going to just keep doing me. I don't really care what other people think about me. I really don't listen to it. The hardest critic on myself is me every time.
But here's the thing, though. There's nobody who's critical of you.
Yeah,
there's nobody who goes like, well, Joey Bosa stinks. Everybody thinks Joey Bosa's awesome.
Yeah.
It's just it has to. 2 years ago, it came together, but it hasn't always come together for you guys. There's always an injury here or something there.
Well, as a team, of course, yeah. That's what I'm worried about. I'm gonna do my thing. I like how I'm feeling right now. And I think if I just focus every day to try to be my best, I'm going to help this team as much as I can. But as a team, obviously, at this point, there's only one goal, and that's to get to a Super Bowl. It's going into year 6. We made it to the playoffs one time for a quick little cup of tea, and that definitely didn't satisfy. But, yeah, I think we have the pieces every year. I mean, we say this every year. I do, but this year it feels different with the staff, with everybody. Herbie coming into year 2, having Derwin back, obviously. I think Tom's done an amazing job bringing players in. So, I mean, I don't want to jinx anything or give us bad luck or whatever, but I think, I mean, the sky's the limit in a corny way.
No. I don't think it's corny at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of people understand that. Okay, so now you have the preseason games, but really the scrimmages, by what everybody tells us, is kind of where it's at. For you, your brother coming off a knee, you had a concussion, everything's focused on the season. How do you manage that in that you're a guy that when the ball is snapped, you always go all out, but the goal is not to dominate a scrimmage. The goal is to dominate 17 games plus the playoffs.
Yeah.
How do you manage your workload and trying to protect yourself to get ready for the season?
Yeah, I think Coach Staley has done a really good job talking about that, and he's making sure he's doing that for us. Practices have been quick and concise. I think we've done a really good job avoiding injuries so far, and he makes it very clear that he needs me for those 17 games when the season starts. But it's going to be a great challenge. Obviously, good seeing Nick, and going against Trent, obviously one of the best in the league, is going to be a great challenge. But yeah, there's always managing, because I can get over there and start working some pass rush by myself, and I get carried away, and by the time I'm done with it, it's 15 minutes later, and I'm so sore I can hardly even move. So I definitely have to pace myself.
Think about this. Like, there's that video of you asking, I think it's in your first year, you're asking Justin Houston after you guys played the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah. You guys are talking, defensive end talk, right? After the game on the field.
Oh,
it's Tamba Ali, right? Now you're the vet. Mm-hmm. Now you're the guy.
Yeah, that clip actually was just Chris being my blocking dummy. I wasn't teaching him anything. That's what I was laughing about. I was like, Chris, come here. I need to work this move. So he was just there.
But it is interesting, though, right? Like you go from the young guy who's asking questions to now the guy who everyone's asking questions of you. What's that switch for you like?
Yeah, it's interesting. Last year, some young kids came. I mean, kids. I'm probably 2 or 3 years older than them, but. Yeah, I mean, anytime they come up and ask me, I'm kind of surprised. I mean, it's amazing that it's already going into year 6. I feel like it's felt like a long time, but at the same time, it's came here in the blink of an eye. And, yeah, it's amazing to see that, oh, man, I watch your film. Oh, what are you doing here? I'm like, really? You're watching my film? That's crazy. But I guess it's something I don't really think about that much, but it's when it happens, I feel humbled and feel honored that these kids are watching me play.
All right, the cleats, are those the Jordans or the Air Dunks? I think those are.
Yeah, these are the Jordan ones.
Yeah, those are dope. They made those obviously now into cleats. It's crazy. Like those are. Your dad was probably rocking those playing hoop in the offseason back in the day.
Yeah, I don't know about that. He wasn't the most swaggy guy.
I don't know. Everybody.
Probably Birkenstocks.
You think he was doing Birkenstocks with socks or without? You see?
No socks.
You can't go socks, with Birkenstocks.
No.
Rogers went off on he didn't go off. He was messing with a reporter who was rocking some socks and.
Bad look.
Yeah, bad look.
How are they going to form to your feet if you're wearing socks?
I'm not really sure. Plus, it just. I mean, I got some ugly toes. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Like they probably should be covered up, but
Do they smell?
no, it's just the toenail thing. I got the toenail fungus deal going.
You need
right?
to go get yourself a pedicure. After
I do.
This.
I need to go get it.
Don't be ashamed.
I need to go.
I get with my mom all the time. It's a great time.
You do?
Yeah. For everybody out there.
You go with that. That's your
Get your
mom.
feet-
That's
get
your
your feet in order.
That's your mom date. You guys go get a mani pedi.
No mani.
No-
No mani.
no
My
mani?
fingers are chewed off.
Listen, Joe, we wish you health, most importantly, right? And then success will
Yes.
follow. We love watching you play, and thanks so much for joining us
Thanks
on
for
Fox Sports
having me.
Radio.